So a lot of the times I get asked, from a bunch of people of like, how do I get started, right? How do I get started? Whether that's in entrepreneurship, how do I start my clothing brand? How do I start my venture? I want to do something, but I'm not sure where to get started. I want you guys to understand, like, don't let that be an excuse, right? A lot of the times, nobody knows where to start, right? We didn't know what the heck we were doing in the beginning. We didn't know where to start. We didn't know kind of anything about business. We didn't know what we needed to do. We didn't know how to structure things. We didn't know about infrastructures. We didn't know about databases and all this stuff that we've learned along the way. Steve Harvey put out a video where he said, entrepreneurship, I think, or following your dreams. I think he said like something about like entrepreneurship is like jumping out of the plane and building the parachute on the way down. Like, and that's so real. It's just about doing it. It's just literally about taking action, right? A lot of the times we create this anxiety, we create this, this fear of like, a fear of failing, or fear of not getting it right, or fear of lack of resources or whatever, which kind of creates an excuse for us not to take action and for us not to start. So I want you guys to understand that, like, we didn't know anything about building a business, right? We didn't know anything about an agency. We didn't even know what an agency was. We didn't know what an agency did. We didn't know about how to get clients. We didn't know how to invoice. We didn't know about how accounting worked. We didn't know any of this stuff, but the only thing that separated us was that we didn't let that stop us from starting, right? There's so many resources out there. Like, there's so many resources. Like, if all these resources existed when we first started, like, I think we would have been in a much better situation. YouTube is an incredible, incredible resource that I think it gets underutilized. Anything that you need to learn, anything that you need to figure out, anything from a broken toilet to a freaking shower, to a car, to installing a car seat, like, to all of these different things, whatever it is that you need to know, you can search on YouTube and find videos and resources to break everything down. So I just don't want you guys to have an excuse of like, I don't know where to start, and just being comfortable with that and being okay and giving yourself that blanket of like, oh, because I don't know where to start, I can't start, right? And giving you that cushion of like being okay with not going after what you want to do. Like, life is so freaking short. Like, life is short. Like, we have one life, we get one chance, we get one shot. Like, do what you want to do, and I understand, right? I'm empathetic. I understand some people, I understand everybody's situation is different. Some people have families, some people have kids. They can't just jump into it and do it. But the thing is that I think was super dope that Gary Vee put out was that, what are you doing from, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m.? Auditing that time. Are you going out with your friends all the time? Are you, watching Netflix? Are you playing video games? Like, you have to audit your downtime of what are you doing, right? And you got to figure out, right? Some people, it's not built for everybody. Like, some people, okay, I want to do all of these things and I'm not worried about all the other stuff. But if you want to do something, if you want to start a business, if you want to do things, take an audit of your time, of what you're doing. It takes sacrifice. In order to start something, you have to give something up. Right? Whether that's your leisure, whether that's Netflix, whatever it is that you're doing, that's not kind of in a productive manner. Sometimes you have to sacrifice things to do stuff. So I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know, and to kind of, whether this is a sign or whatever, to get started, is just start doing the research, start taking action. Anxiety calms down when action begins, right? When you start doing things start working out, things start falling in line, pieces start connecting, dots start connecting, like, stuff starts happening when you take action. So don't letting not knowing where to start stop you from actually getting started. Just take the first step. Google, start the design, release whatever it is that you're doing. Just start, and all the stuff will kind of form and come together as the momentum builds. But how you get started, it's simple. You just do. Like, you just do something, right? Just do something, whatever that is. Even if it's as much as watching a video on how to get started with something, setting up, putting out your first design, designing your first t-shirt, reaching out to your first client. Just start doing it and figure it out on the way there and as you build. So hope that video helps you. If you know somebody that's struggling with getting started, make sure to tag them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.